watching Look Up TV. The hashtag is the big idea, and here we're ready to give you stories that are making headlines within the country and beyond. Nancy Nelima here, and on the sign language interpretation desk tonight is Angel Lois. Moving on, 83 days into the next general election, and the coalition that was termed the Mother of All Coalition seems to lose party after party, with the latest exit being the Wiper Party led by Kalonzo Musyoka. However, there is a high possibility of his move affecting greatly members of his party who, through consensus, zoning, or better yet, negotiated democracy, were paired with others from other parties within the coalition. What then becomes of them? Should they follow their party leader or stick with the coalition? Brennan Moy looks into the dilemma that has befallen the Wiper soldiers following the exit of their general.
Basi nikaamua Jakaranda kwa mara ya tatu nitamuunga ndugu yangu Raila Odinga awe rais wa jamhuri wa tano.
Kalonzo Musyoka walked into the Azimio coalition confident that he will be Odinga's running mate, a confidence that was crushed following the emergence of other political figures that showed interest in the position. Hardliners from his Wiper party adamant that their party leader should not accept anything less than a running mate position, sentiments that echoed his earlier stand that he wouldn't support Odinga without any reciprocity. But the harder they fought for the position, the farther it seemed to move away from them, leading to the naming of Martha Karua as the chosen Odinga's running mate, a move that didn't settle well with Kalonzo Musyoka, forcing him to make the decision of opting out of the Azimio One Kenya coalition and running for the presidency under the Wiper party.
My name, as we speak, is before the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission as a presidential candidate.
This move, however, political pundits argue, is a shot in the foot for the former vice president.
Now, for today, it's quite unfortunate because the same character is repeated. When the Azimio Council agreed to have interviews for the running mate, the former vice president said he was not going to appear. Within 2 days, again, he said, I am going to appear. And he actually appeared. Why do you want to behave like that, particularly when you know that you are a presidential material? So his lawyers and the people that work within Wiper indicated that they were going to petition and that they were going to the High Court. We are looking forward to seeing how the judgment will look like. But I think for me, the stature of the former vice president, somebody I respect so much, Mheshimiwa Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, is turning out to be child's play. You cannot play child's play on the Kenyan presidential race because of the manner in which elections is done in this country.
His move has sent the Wiper soldiers into wallowing in the miasma of confusion, as most of them were campaigning and had branded themselves as Azimio.
I will tell you that, in fact, as you gave me the phone call for us to meet, I was in Kibra, and the walkout of Mheshimiwa Kalonzo Musyoka, because we were meeting aspirants, part of them were Wiper, all these parties within Nairobi. And that question came up. So where do you identify with? And the question about the watermelonic nature of the Wiper leader was actually raised. And people were like, why does he always wait to walk through, kupita katikati, through even where there is no door, where there is no window, where there is no ventilation?
On the question of what next for the agreements arrived at when Wiper was part of the coalition, political and governance analyst Kevin Osido argues that Wiper has a lot to lose, giving an example of the Nairobi gubernatorial race, where Philip Kaloki, through negotiated democracy, was picked as Igathi's running mate after he was asked to pave way for Mutula Kilonzo Jr. in the Makueni gubernatorial race.
When it gets to Azimio la Umoja in Nairobi City County gubernatorial race, fact of the matter is that it is about interests. And for Nairobi, Wiper has a sure bet in terms of getting their candidate to be a running mate to the governor candidate of Nairobi City County. That is for them to lose, because fact of the matter is, and from where I sit and the kind of analysis that has been done from the different angles, coalitions and numbers, I don't think that Kenya Kwanza has a chance to beat Azimio in Nairobi. Now, if you present it that way, then it means that Wiper has a cut to lose from their bucket on their own. So it will be really upon them to decide, because it will not take Azimio la Umoja even a single second to get a deputy running mate for the gubernatorial candidate. But of course, as I said earlier on, the IEBC timelines, because as we speak with you today, the deadline for declaration of running mates is already passed because it was yesterday. So whether Wiper is again thinking about kupita katikati within Nairobi,
Kaloki now faces a dilemma on whether to campaign for his boss Wiper party leader Kalonzo Musyoka or go with the coalition flag bearer Raila Odinga. Kaloki and the Azimio Nairobi gubernatorial candidate Paul Kabigade have been seen on Azimio events, snubbing even the event where his party leader was announcing his running mate. Political pundits also argued that with the exit of Kalonzo, chances of either side of the political divide getting 50+1% are dwindling. Brian Amuai, Look Up TV, Nairobi.
Thank you, Brian Amuai, for